All right, Ashley, next cycle, a lot of kinetic chain work and endurance work to build back to running, and as well as getting back into a CrossFit class. So we're gonna start 1 minute per side with a lacrosse ball under a bare foot, and we're just gonna roll around, find the spots. When you found a sticky spot, you're gonna lean into that and sit there for a second, relax your foot. If it wants to cramp up, relax it. Remind me to look at your feet. Sometimes I want to see about your arches before I do a ton of kinetic chain work, but you will see a little bit this week. We're also going to do a boat pose for TA activation. We've talked about this before. When we do TA activation, it's belt buckle to ribs, but I don't want you to give all your effort you have. It's just enough to keep that doming or coning from happening. So we're gonna do it in boat pose. We're gonna do 3 rounds of about 30 seconds here. So you're laying on your back. Activate that TA. Lift your knees. Keep it activated. Arms out. Head rolls up. Keep this tucked, not with all your effort, but just enough to hold this core. And then release. So you're doing that 3 rounds. Let me know how that feels. Sometimes lifting the head makes that tuck easier. So my goal is for you to do that full boat pose. And then you're gonna move into abdominal 360 breathing and a brace. I want you to breathe into the belly and brace as you squat down very slowly. And then release your breath, but keep the brace as you extend up. So 3 rounds of just 5 seconds of that, or 5 rounds rather of 5 seconds of that. And then that lacrosse ball rollout. Then you're gonna move into your warm up for this cycle. It starts with 5 TA cat-cows. So really slow, release everything, open the pelvic floor at the bottom, and then tuck that TA and pull the pelvis under. So nice and slow and controlled into kettlebell arm bar. You're going to use a really light kettlebell. Lift it overhead. I want you to reach your leg over and then reach the kettlebell up until your shoulders are stacked, and then return. So 5 per side there, and then we move into kneeling extension and pallet press. Light dumbbell here, so kneeling extension, pallet press. And lastly, foot connection rocks, barefoot. I would like you to be barefoot for as much of this workout as you can. I want to feel my big toe, little toe, and heel all have the same exact amount of pressure. I'm going to let my knee drag over my toe. Now I have a little more pressure in my toes. Notice I'm not hinging. I just have that slight upright posture with a slight bend here. And then when I rock back, I'm gonna let more of the weight go into my heel, but still have my toes on the floor. So rock forward, knee over toe, let that pressure go on the toes, but still have contact with the heel. Rock backwards. I wanna feel the pressure in my heel, still have contact in my toes. So we're gonna do both sides there. And then we're going to move into our supersets. Superset 1 is going to be a front rack forward lunge with our front foot elevated. So you'll use a plate, just a small plate. We have that barbell racked on the front. We're going to slowly lower down, press out of it. It's a 1, 2, 3. Second tempo on the way down. We're gonna start light, just the barbell, and build from there to play with form and tempo, and then we'll increase weight as we go on this. So you have 4 rounds of 4 to 6 per side, building in weight, and that is superset with a single leg kettlebell swing to march. You're gonna use a light kettlebell. I want you to pick what feels comfortable today, and we'll play around from there. Hold on to a wall. A rig is preferable, and you're going to swing, march, swing, march, swing, march. I still want you to get that hinge in your hip, and I want this foot to have full contact. Big toe, little toe, heel, all the same pressure as you swing and march. Be in control the whole time is your goal on that one. And we're doing 10 to 12 per side. After you've done that superset, you move into superset 2. It's chest flies and a glute extension. So my shoulders are on the bench or a yoga ball. My glutes are extended. And I'm chest flying without a computer in the way. So you're gonna start light dumbbells, and you can build or you can stay with those light dumbbells, and we will increase as we go, as we learn form. Slight bend in the elbows all the way out. Exhale yourself all the way in. We are just going for full control for the tempo here. That's superset with rotational row. So you're going to use a machine or crossover symmetry in order to do this. And we're going to do 4 to 6 per side for this first day. You're going to have a stagger hinge here, and you're going to row back and rotate your upper body. I want to have the rotation of the ribs here as we move through this. You can play around with resistance here. And like I said, we will increase reps and or resistance as we go, but we're looking for form right now. You should have that full pullback and rotation of these ribs. Lastly, we have calf work. Single leg eccentric calf extension. So we're holding onto a wall or something. We have our toes up on a plate. We're gonna lift up onto our big toe and little toe, and then control the lower all the way down. Lift up, control the lower. I should feel big toe and little toe at the top. I shouldn't just be leaning into my big toe. You're gonna do about 10 per side there for just 2 rounds. And then we're gonna move into our Metcon for today. It is 4 rounds. We're working on that endurance for intensity here. So we are doing 50 meters of gorilla crawling. So in the squat position, we're just going opposite arm and leg, just crawling in this gorilla format. 50 meters there, works on the hip, works on the crossbody pattern. We should have full foot contact until you roll forward, and then you should be on both of your toes. Then we're going to move into 20 lateral lunges that are bounding. Made no space here. So bounding means we're going to bound, quick bounds, right? Balance on that whole foot. And then you're going to move into lunging wood chops. So So we want rotational movement of our core. You can be very quick with these as long as you still have stability and control. And lastly is 40 mountain climbers. I would elevate yourself just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So single count here, super quick, flat back. So everything is done with intensity as long as you're maintaining control. If you need a break after one round, take a break. But our ideal goal, if our pelvic floor is functioning well, is to keep cycling through this and to just jack up that heart rate. And then bring it back down at the end. So actually I'm gonna end here. I'm gonna do the rest in a different video. Have fun.